Hi, welcome to Yin Yoga. For this practice today, ideally you'd want a mat, and you'd also ideally want two blocks, a bolster, and a blanket. But if you don't have a bolster, you could roll up a blanket or a comforter, sleeping bag. And if you don't have blocks, you could use books. We're going to get started in Supta Baddha Konasana, or Supta Butterfly Pose. For centering. I've just got the blanket, the back of the mat for like a little bit of a really flat pillow for the head. And then your blocks are going to go under your thighs, just above the knees. For butterfly pose, the feet are a little bit further away from the groin than they would be for the regular one, the regular Baddha Konasana. So you got a little bit more of a diamond shape in the legs. And you're taking these blocks under the thighs, bending your way onto your back. If there's another pose that you'd really rather center in, whether it's Sukhasana or any other pose, you're welcome to do that instead. But the Supta Baddha Konasana, you can bring the palms of the hands to the belly, or maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Bringing the eyes to a close. And turning your awareness to your breath. And just finding your natural breath, not trying to change your breath in any way. Ideally, you do want to be breathing through the nose, unless you're congested. And just finding your way toward observing your breath. Allowing yourself to stop and turn within. And as you stop and turn within, you might notice everything that you brought with you this afternoon, either plans for later, or memories from earlier in the day. Just acknowledging those. You're welcome to try to set them aside for the next hour if you like. They can also hang out here with you without attachment or aversion. And just bringing your awareness to your breath. Noticing anywhere where you might be holding your breath. Whether it's in the belly, chest, shoulders, kidney areas. Noticing the length of your inhale versus your exhale. Perhaps noticing the temperature of the air as it comes in and out of the nostrils. Perhaps noticing the rise and fall of the belly, the inhalation and the exhalation. And simply witnessing the breath. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Simply to be. If the mind begins to wander away from the breath, just gently bring it back. Back to your inhale. Back to your exhale. Simply riding the waves of your respiration. Noticing anything that comes up in the breath. Any thoughts, any emotions, Noticing the space between the breaths. Is the mind a little stiller between the breaths? And while you're here paying attention to the breath, seeing if you can simultaneously expand your awareness to include your entire physical form. So just giving yourself a little bit of a body scan from the head to the toes and everywhere in between. And just checking in with your energy level. Noticing any aches or pains you might have going on today. Feeling of your clothes and your skin, and the temperature of the air in the room. And your sense of comfort or discomfort in the posture you've chosen. Noticing which muscles are tense and which ones are relaxed. And striving to let the sensations in the body in this present moment, let them help to ground you here in the now, along with your awareness of the breath. Tying those two items together to anchor you here in the present moment, in your practice, in your body. Perhaps taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice today, something you'd like to gain, something you'd like to let go of throughout your efforts and energy. Perhaps setting a dedication to someone or something. Once your intention or dedication's been set, we'll just bring the palms of the hands together and then bring them to the third eye. Or you can add hand on the heart and the other hand on top of it. And we'll just take a deep, conscious inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale through the mouth, maybe with a sigh. And another deep inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale through the mouth. And flutter the eyes open, coming back into the room. And just kind of remove the blocks or books from underneath the thighs. You can remove the blanket too if you like. You don't have to for this next move. We're going to play with Banana Asana as our first yin pose. First, just reaching the hands up over the head, the toes down below the body, just giving the body a big stretch. And then relaxing the hands. Then we're just going to walk the feet to the right. Maybe the right foot comes off the mat. And then walk the shoulders a little bit to the right too. So you're making a big C curve with the spine. Just hanging out here. You can bring one ankle over the other ankle with the legs if you like. You don't have to. You can reach for one wrist with one of the hands over your head if you like. And we're just hanging out here. Each of the poses we'll do today will hold for a little bit longer than you imagine we might normally do in a vinyasa class, but we won't hold any of these poses forever. And just notice how the body reacts to being in that position for a longer length of time. Maybe you discover that you need to do a little repositioning halfway through. That's fine. Maybe you notice that some muscles that were tense and tight at the start of the pose, maybe they relax into the pose. Maybe you experience some buzzing sensations in the deep connective tissues and the joints. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to reactivate the energy meridians that flow through deep connective tissues so we can recharge for the rest of our day. And then we're going to walk the hands, the head back to the center, the feet back to the center. And just take it on the side. So maybe switching which hand is grabbing which wrist, which foot is on top of the other foot if you're doing that with the legs, or just walking the feet to the left and the shoulders to the left. Take a little C curve, a little banana on the other side. See how this side feels vis-a-vis the other side. And just breathing here, listening to the breath. Scanning the deep connective tissues for sensations here. Noticing if you need to reposition anything, maybe you took the feet too far, or maybe the ankles just don't feel just right. You don't want to hyperextend the legs, so you can take some engagement enough to prevent that. And it's a little awkward to hold the banana asana. Listening to the breath. And walking back to the center, feet, the hands, the legs. And we're just going to wiggle a little bit here. The head and the ankle. And then bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, or either to the right or the left. Just going to come up and over into a table position. Maybe taking that blanket that was under your head, maybe opening it up one more time. A little bit wider than the mat. And then we're going to find our way to a wide-legged child's pose. If you want to take frog here, you're welcome to do that as well. And really try to find a really wide child's pose so the knees are coming off the mat and the big toes are together. And you just bring the forehead down to the mat. If you want to play with the supported child's pose, you're welcome to do that too. And you can just take a bolster if you have one, or a pillow would work. The pillows are a little bit softer than the bolster. You bring them bolster between the knees and find your way down. You have your head turned one way for half the amount of time. You know how flat your body can be to the ground if you're not using a bolster. And once again, just turning the attention within. Finding your way to your breath. Finding your way to your inhale and your exhale. And if your mind begins to wander away, just gently bring it back to your breath. Take a moment to really get grounded here in this posture. Enjoying the subtle aversion of the heart over the head. And scanning the body for sensations here. Noticing your inhale. Staying aware of your exhale. We're about halfway through our time in the pose. So if you have the bolster and you want to turn your head the other side, do that now. You can also take this opportunity to readjust if you don't like the setup of your child's pose. If you'd rather readjust where the knees are, where the props are, where the head is. Any gripping in the shoulders, fingers. See if you can relax your feet anymore. Just checking in with how your body's responding to this pose. Noticing how this pose affects your breath too. And once again, finding some stillness. Finding your way to just scanning the body for sensations. And beginning to deepen the breath. Taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale. And just slowly lifting the head up, elbows in, looking the knees in, finding your way up. Your hands and knees, maybe taking a little organic movement here. Maybe just shifting side to side a little bit, maybe looking over one shoulder or the other. Maybe even taking some cats and cows or some figure eights with the torso. And then we're going to set up for our next pose. This is a dragon lunge. You can keep the blanket the way it is if you like. If you want to hold it one more time, welcome to do that. Maybe having your blocks nearby. Again, you can use books or a water bottle. And for dragon, it could be a high dragon or a low dragon. We'll start bringing the left leg forward. And we want to keep that left knee over the left ankle. Let the back legs a little further back. Coming onto the fleshy part above that back knee. And you could just hang out here with your hands on that left thigh. You can also have your hands on blocks. You can also have your hands from the inside and on blocks. And just hanging out here, deciding which level of the pose, level of intensity you want. If you don't have a blanket, you can also double fold your mat here to put your right knee on as well. And we're just going to hang out here for about another 3.5 minutes. Again, your eyes can be open, looking gently down in front of you, or you can bring your eyes to a close, looking within. Scanning the body for sensations, listening to the breath, noticing what's going on in the lower back and the shoulders, and the knees, up the knee that's got some pressure on it. Noticing your balance and pose. What's going on with the body? Is there a little bit of back bend going on? Shoulders relaxed. Is the heart open? What's going on? If you need to come out early, you can too. You can come right back to that child's pose if you like, or do some more cats and cows, hands and knees. None of these poses do you want to hang out in to the point of pain. A little bit of discomfort's fine. Some sensation, weird, awkward sensation is fine, but you don't want to hang out in them if they're causing you pain. So listening to those inner cues, the teacher within the body. Finding some stillness, some comfort and discomfort, but nothing that's painful. Listening to the body. You might discover that you'd rather be lower than you started with. You started up high, you might want to come down low, you might want to readjust where the feet are, that foot is. Listening to what your body wants to do. And then finding some stillness again, finding some quiet again. And just scanning the body for sensations. And beginning to deepen the breath. Taking a deeper inhale. Deeper exhale. We're just going to maybe scooch that left heel forward a little bit as we straighten that left leg. Shifting back into a half monkey, half Hanumanasana. Not as long as we held the dragon lunge. A little bit of the time. Maybe taking 3 or 4 more breaths here. After that 4th breath, we're just going to switch out the feet. Now bringing the right leg forward. Deciding whether you want your blocks nearby. Maybe you're just coming up for a high dragon with your hands on the thighs. Better opening, a little bit more of a back bend if you're upright. The hips are sinking forward. You're on the fleshy part of both that back knee. Keeping that right knee over the right ankle. Relaxing the shoulders here. Relaxing your gaze. Just to maybe bring the eyes to close. Again, you can be upright, you can be low, the hands inside, or low with the hands on opposite sides, and blocks without block. Checking in with what you want to do today. We'll be here for about 3.5 more minutes. So finding your variation of this pose. Again, finding some stillness here. Checking in with the sensations in the body. Noticing what happens the longer you hold the pose. What does the body do in response? What does the breath do? And you might discover after holding it high for a while that you'd rather be low. Almost in a lizard. Or maybe you started out low and you realize you'd rather be high. Good, about another minute and a half in the pose. And taking a deeper inhale, deeper exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Your hands are on the inside, maybe bringing them to opposite sides of that foot. Scooching that right foot forward a tiny bit, coming onto the heel, shifting that right hip back, and that taking a little half monkey, half Hanumanasana on this side. Again, just staying right here for about 4 breaths, not quite as long. After that 4th breath, it's bringing that right knee back. Line up at the left. We're going to transition into our next pose, which is camel pose. You can be like a little baby camel. It doesn't have to be the biggest camel you've ever taken, but you can take the biggest camel if you want, if you're open for it. Maybe curling the back toes under, or maybe stand on the top of your feet. Just going to sweep the hands up to the ceiling and just take them around, finding your kidneys, opening up the heart, keeping the hips over the knees, control the muscles of the neck, so you're not just flinging the head back as far as it'll go. Just hanging out here, opening the heart. And if you'd rather go deeper, you can go deeper, but you don't have to. Listening to the sensations in the body, and if you need to come out early, you can. I'm going to hang out here for at least a minute and a half. So listening to what your body wants to do. Maybe you discover that your wrists are just sick of the pressure you're putting on them in this pose, and you'd rather interlace the, or reach for one wrist behind your back. Maybe you'd rather reach for your heels, listening to what your body wants to do. Join this back bend, enlivening the spine. Noticing your breath here in this pose, noticing the sensations in the body. And then beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale. And a deeper exhale. Inhaling, exhaling, maybe releasing the wrists. Coming back up to vertical. And just slowly lowering the hips to the heels. Taking a moment in hero's pose to just check in. How you feeling? Maybe checking back in with that intention or dedication that you set at the beginning of your practice today. From here, we're going to move into our next pose of swan pose, sleeping swan. And if this bothers your knee, you can definitely take it on your back, figure four variation. I'll show that next. But you can come up into downward facing dog for a second if that helps you get that right leg high. Maybe even bending the knee, opening up the hip for a second or half a breath, and then bringing that right leg forward. You can have a block nearby to rest your forehead upon. Making sure that that left leg is going straight back, opening the heart tall and broad and melting forward. You can use your bolster here different ways, depending on what you like. If you have a big space between your right hip and the floor, you can put a block under that hip too. I like to put a block under my forehead so I can just relax all the muscles in my spine, my shoulders. Just finding your way here to your sleeping swan, sometimes called pigeon pose in our styles of yoga. Now, if this bothers your knee in any way, shape, or form, and it's really uncomfortable, you don't have to do it. You could be on your back instead with your right ankle at your left knee. Just hanging out here, even bringing your left thigh in. You use a block in this position under that left foot so you don't have to hang onto the thigh. And that's the figure four variation on your back if it bothers your knee to be in the prone variation. We'll be here for about 3 more minutes. Getting comfortable with your props. You don't have to stick with whatever you chose to begin with. You can readjust at any point. Listening to the breath. Noticing if the longer you hold the pose, the more you melt into it. We're still staying present and aware of the body, scanning the body for sensations. We're not trying to alter the breath, we're just listening to how the breath responds to this pose. Listening to any other sensations going on in the present moment in the body. And beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm just going to begin to lift the head up. The vertebra begins to come up. The hands come in. I'm just going to shift to that right hip and take that left leg all the way forward. Maybe scooching off the blanket that your knee was resting on. Now using it to help tilt the pelvis forward as you set up for Ajna Sirsasana. Or half dragonfly, half butterfly, sometimes called in the yin world. You don't need any props in this pose, but if you like, you can put that block that was under your forehead under your extended leg. You can grab your bolster if you like. You can put it right over the extended leg or hug it in like a teddy bear. And then we're just going to inhale here. Exhale. And just relax the breath. On your way back to your natural breath. Maybe you're melting forward. Maybe you're staying upright. Seeing if you can relax all the muscles in that extended leg. And all the muscles in the folded leg. Relaxing all the muscles in the torso. Relaxing all the muscles in the neck and the face. Noticing the longer you hold the pose. Maybe you discover certain muscles that were tense that you didn't realize you had that were tense, and maybe now you can relax them. Continuing to scan the body for sensation. Listening to the breath. Being aware of everything that's going on. Even the sounds in the room you're in. And again, beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale, and a deeper exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling as we begin to uncurl the spine, back up to vertical, maybe sending props to the side. Just reaching that right leg out long as we point and flex the feet. Maybe take little circles with the feet. Maybe take a little bit of a back bend here. A little bit of a twist from one side to the other in your Dandasana. And we're just going to take Janu Sirsasana on the other side before we ultimately find our way back for Swan on the other side. So bringing the sole of that left foot in. Now the right leg is long. Again, you can have a block under that extended leg if you like, so you can relax all the muscles in that extended leg without worrying about hyperextending. If you like the bolster before, we'll bring it in for a good chin rest. Good teddy bear. hug to the bolster. And you're seeking to relax as many muscles in the body as you can. If you don't have a bolster, you can just sort of droop forward. It's fine. Imagining the spine is this sort of a giant coconut tree on the beach, and it's got too many coconuts in the top. And it's just drooping forward towards the ocean. And beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale. Slowly unfurling the spine back up to vertical, moving the props off to the side. We're going to ultimately make our way into swan pose with the left leg in front now. Maybe you just take that right leg back. You're there. Or if you need to come up into downward dog, you can come up into downward dog and just get that left leg where you want it to be. If it doesn't feel right, you can do whatever you need to do to make it feel right. You can even come on to that figure four variation with your left ankle at your right knee instead. This bothers the knee in any way. You can have a block or a blanket under that left hip if it's way off the ground. Another block can be ready for your forehead. Finding your sleeping swan on this side. Again, scanning the body for sensation. And listening to the breath. The closer we get to the end of class, the more your mind will wander away to plans for later, seeing if you can stay within your breath, within your body, staying present and aware, noticing everything that's going on in this present moment, choiceless awareness, simply being here now. Noticing what you notice. And beginning to deepen the breath. Taking a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale. And slowly walking the hands in, maybe taking that block out from under the left hip, shifting onto the left hip. We're about our way into our back slowly. Maybe removing that blanket. We're going to find our way to bridge pose, ultimately up into waterfall. And you could do bridge as a supported bridge if you have blocks or books to put underneath the sacrum. Deciding whether one's enough. Maybe you'd rather have two. And if you don't want to invert, you could just hang out here in your supported bridge. If you want to play with waterfall, maybe lifting one foot off the ground, and lifting the other foot off the ground. The knees don't have to be perfectly straight. They can be, but you don't want to lock the knees. Just enjoying the reversal of gravity with the legs. Giving those veins and arteries in the legs a break. You don't have to stay up here longer than you want. Whenever you want to come down, just bend the knees and bring them back down. Otherwise, letting them hang out up there. Maybe you feel some subtle movement in the legs. Activation of the deep connective tissues and energy meridians. And whenever you want to, you can stay there longer. But if you want to come down, bringing one foot down, and the other foot down. Maybe just hanging out here in the supported bridge for a little longer. Or if your legs are still up there, hanging out in the waterfall. And if your legs are up a wall in Viparita Karani and you want to hang out there until through Shavasana, you're welcome to hang out there. Otherwise, if you're in bridge, lifting the hips, removing the blocks, lowering down with control, vertebra by vertebra, onto the ground. Maybe walking the feet out to the edges of the mat, and then just windshield wiping the knees a little bit. Side to side. And deciding how you want to finish your practice today. Maybe with some recline twists. So you draw the knees in. You shift the hips to the right. And just drop the knees to the left. Maybe grabbing the underside of that right leg, reaching that right arm long, keep my shoulder blades grounded. Breathing here. And then, of course, you want to do the other side, so slowly. Bring the feet to the ground, hips back to the center. Bringing the hips a little bit to the left, lower the knees to the right. Keeping both shoulders grounded. Giving yourself a little self-assist with that right hand under the left thigh. Maybe looking out over the fingertips of that left hand. Taking your reclining twist on the other side. Breathing here. Letting go of that left thigh, bringing the hips back to the ground, lengthening the spine back long, and maybe drawing the knees in for Apadasana. If you want, you can take your peace fingers to the big toes. You're happy, baby. Rocking slightly side to side, giving those kidneys a massage. When you feel ready, letting go of the toes, reaching the legs long. Maybe taking the feet out a little bit wider than the mat, the arms a little wider than the mat, lengthening, lifting the head off the ground, lengthening the neck, and then lowering it. Pentacle Shavasana here. Letting go of any awareness, unless you want to keep your awareness around. Just melting into your mat. Letting go of any remaining tension. Simply absorbing the benefits of your practice today. And if you want to, you can continue to stay here in your Pentacle Shavasana as long as you like. If you'd like to come out back into the world, bringing your awareness back into the body, deepening your breath, taking a deeper inhale, deeper exhale, beginning to bring movement to the fingers and the toes and the ankles and the wrists. And we're just going to bend the knees, bring the feet to the ground, roll over to either your left or your right side, hanging out in a fetal pose for a moment. Just checking in with how you're feeling now versus the beginning of class. And when you feel ready, no need to rush. Slowly finding your way back up to Sukhasana. Maybe keeping the eyes closed for a moment longer. We'll bring the palms of the hands together to Anjali Mudra at the heart center, and we'll close today's practice with just one chant of Om. Joining with me if you wish. Do a cleansing breath first, taking a deep inhale through the nose, and a deep exhale through the mouth. And inhaling deeply to Om. Slowly open your eyes, coming back into the room. Namaste. Thanks for coming to Yin Yoga today. I'll be teaching a 11 a.m. vinyasa class tomorrow morning. You're welcome to come back here for that if you like. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day and stay well, stay healthy. See you all again soon.